3%. Only 3% of your candidates will become the select group of heroes heading to the offshore. We're the founding couple, created the perfect world, where there is no injustice. Everyone gets an equal chance and the place they deserve. Offshore or inland, or as some call it, their side or our side. This process ensures that only the best among you will enjoy life in the ocean. As I'm sure you're aware, envy and resentment have led to the rise of opposition groups, who, in the name of a false and hypocritical equality, and by disseminating populist ideas, aim to destroy everything we've achieved. But they have always failed and will continue to fail. And so, welcome to the process. Welcome, Shep. I hope that you will do your very best, and that you trust the process, because all these years of sacrifice can be rewarded right here. Remember, you each breathe your words, and no matter what happens, you deserve this. This is a good time to express your gratitude. Repeat after me. We are grateful for the chance for a better way of life. And so we thank you.
Come on, shit! Let go!
Candidates, please proceed to the interview rooms. Thank you.
Here, let me help you with that. No, I don't need any help. It's okay, we don't mind, really. Listen, I don't need any help. Just see I can get around by myself. I get it. Just get in the way.
On the set!
A lot of people, huh? This rate, by the time we get to the offshore, we'll all be 30 or 40.
Go!
Congratulations on your presentation.
I haven't seen you here.
My name is Lorraine. I'm here to evaluate the process this year.
I don't think I got that many.
Let's go now!
Decision. A routine analysis of the changes that were made over the last few years. So I'm my memo.
Okay. But first, I need to check your identity.
Of course. If you didn't, that would have to be in my report.
Thank you.
Ready?
It will be a pleasure.
Ready!
Why wasn't I warned that you were sending someone to evaluate me?
You were so focused on preparing your presentation, I didn't want to distract you. And besides that, Ezekiel, you and I have bigger issues to discuss. This year's process is very important.
It's no more important than in other years. There's really no difference.
Oh, but of course there is.
What is it?
You know what it is. In our entire existence, we will have to deal with a murder on our side.
Tell me what that is.
Not again.
Now, please tell me what this has to do with me and with my process.
You're the process leader. That means you're responsible for everyone who comes to the
honestly,
Here we go,
I have
check.
enough to worry about at this moment. I'm sorry.
Ready? Okay. Ready? Ready, ready?
Hello, how are you? My name is...
Alex, before we begin, are you aware that we have no special policies in place for us?
Yes,
And you believe you can make it through the entire process?
yes, I do.
Allow me to ask you a sensitive question. How long has it been since you've washed your hair?
I'm not in a position to be wasting water.
Can we go on sometime? I'd like to get to know you better outside of here. If all A's are B's, but not all B's are C's, is it possible to have an A that's also a C? 5 seconds, okay?
I know that I'm one of the best.
Listen,
I mean,
Caroline, take a breath. I'm going to give you another chance to try and answer my question.
I'm sure that I'm in the 3%. Of candidates that, of people.
Reason 2, elimination.
Wait, eliminated now? But I didn't know I could be eliminated now. Can't you give me?
Just look at yourself. If you don't think you're worthy of passing,
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Nashville. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Come on.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Stroud wants to change it up. Second and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And now they'll audible to something else. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Hey, check that. Street. Street.
Now they send a running back in motion right. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Another day off.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being fourth.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Prescott now. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's
It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Stroud sets up the play action. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
You can do better. Oh, what are we doing?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on
Oh,
that
for a
drive, but
nigga.
couldn't do
Don't be
anything
scared.
with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Hey, 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. A short throw taken in by a Okonkwo. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stroud to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Third and 9 here. Here's Stroud. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jason Fire is set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Was that my man?
That will be a free pick up to 15 for Tennessee.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. At the Texans.
2nd down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Spears. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's short. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he won't get much.
That field goal, little nigga.
Inside the 35 to the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Prescott going to change the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action now. Prescott buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd down.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. To throw is Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Titans will have the football as this
Come on, Aaron. What the fuck are you doing? You fucking listen.
That interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field.
And now here's another interception. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stroud off the play fake. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they... And my goodness, another interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
For a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A second down throw for Prescott. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now a second and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a